So yeah, it's already building the ships, but is that actually for this fleet? Must be. Cool. I don't remember pressing the button, but apparently I did at some point. Research agreement formed, research agreement formed. Did you just cancel it? No, you've got to reach... Yeah, so okay. Please tell me that you two are not rivals anymore. You're not rivals anymore. Phenomenal. So I can kind of sense a federation coming in between us three. That'd be kind of cool. And I guess that you are egalitarian. No, you're not. So how on earth did you become egalitarian rather than authoritarian? That's quite a seismic shift. Anyway, Trooper. What are you doing back here? I sent you off to go and explore, didn't I? Or did you get kicked out? It's possible. Ido Taxes is doing... what? You are my anomaly discovery chance person, so you are my internal discovery, which means you need to get back to work over here. Let's start with that, and then just go and survey down these. One really nice thing about the area that we are in is all of these systems are completely locked in. That's completely locked in. This is completely locked in. So is this. There is no actual connection between Urbanic and us. They have to go via the Xenophile Fallen Empire, and they seem somewhat reluctant to be expanding in that direction. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Alright, so energy credits are now positive again, now that we've got our trade sorted. Consumer goods are also positive. We're actually selling a ton of consumer goods to generate energy credits on the galactic market. We are low on food, and I'm still not entirely sure what's happened here, because I had a surplus of like 60. It's gone down to minus 20. I can't imagine my population's been growing that quickly, but it's possible. I have been absolutely stacking up my growth modifiers. And also spending rather aggressively to get the growth encouraged decisions, although yours has actually run out. So is yours. Sergey's got yours. Okay, cool. So, Mike Prime, you are the main... not Mike Prime, Ross Prime. You're my agri world. I want you to do more agri stuff. Please. Do workers consume extra food? I don't think so. I don't think specialists do either. No, researchers consume consumer goods. I do have the Plentitude, so I'm not worried. I can switch out of Plentitude, but the Plentitude's giving me extra growth. Oops, not that one. I meant policies. Food policies. Yeah, this just adds 25% extra food upkeep requirement, but it makes the people happier and the growth speed better. So I could switch back to dietary balance, but I don't think I want to. I would actually much prefer just putting a buy order for food to cover the deficit. In fact, I might just do that. So we're going to start buying in food. I can't believe I'm buying in food. Alright, go and add that. We should be able to afford it. There was a food icon there for workers. Yeah, that's because they're producing food. Planet habitability requires plus 30 food and plus 30 consumer goods. Oh, so that's how habitability works now. And our empire is 15% more food wasteful. Why is that? Is that everywhere? Yeah, we are super wasteful in terms of food. Huh. And that's all strata. So habitability increases food requirement. Okay. That's costing me a lot. But my habitability hasn't changed. So it's not that. It's the Empire. It's the plus 15% from the Empire. What is made that? Is it the fact that I'm over my Empire size? Is that increasing food consumption? No. Wasteful is the species trait. Yeah, I know that. The wasteful I get. That's not a problem. But my empire is a plus 15% upkeep, and the planet habitability is also understood. Maybe it's because I've upgraded this. Does this increase? Nope. Oh, in fact, I haven't even upgraded you yet because I spent my minerals on something else. Wait, why can't I upgrade you? Number of pops is greater than or equal to 40, so I need to have a population of 40 to get the planetary capital. Well, that's not going to be too far away. We're only 2 population away from it. Might be from the food policy? No, because the food policy is the 25%. That was 15. Although that does not appear to be factored in here. Because I think it's just a generic consumption bonus. Oh, modifier. Negative malice. Although you would think it would show here in the upkeep, wouldn't it? I'm not going crazy. It is 25%, right? Yeah, it's 25%. Not 15. Then I might have an empire plus 10% modifier. For what, though? I think all of my modifiers are food bonuses, not malices. Yeah, see, the Empire is also producing me plus 10% food production. I think that's from technology. Because corporation doesn't affect food. That doesn't affect food. That doesn't. That doesn't. That doesn't. Alright, this really needs a breakdown of where these modifiers are coming from. There are all kinds of techs that add 10% to resource production. Yeah, but that was already factored in. That's in the... So if you look above where the upkeep is, you've got production, empire, plus 10%. That's the technology. The demographics menu has a modifier breakdown. Demographics menu. There's a demographics menu? I don't even know what that is. You mean the species breakdown? Ah! Aha! Okay, so... no effect on... Nope. There isn't. Governing ethics, attraction, pop, growth, speed, and happiness. So I thought you weren't able to give first impressions till Thursday. I asked because I found one of the other people did first impressions, and I'm not going to report them, just wondered. Technically you're not supposed to give reviews, and I would consider saying whether you should buy or you should not buy as a review. So much for the tooltips being too complicated, they're not complicated enough. Is my ruler affecting it? No, that was one of the things I just checked. My ruler's got upkeep cost and leader cost and level cap and experience gain for leaders. Scientific leap? Nope, that's just a bonus to speed, research speed. It's not an ethic, it's not a civic. I really don't know what's causing this. Othel, thank you very much for the follow, welcome to the channel. Is there a tech or a tradition that reduces upkeep? Not that I can think of. Yes, there's a tradition. There is a tradition that does. Hang on, traditions. It's one of the harmonies. Immunity usage, lifespan, pop growth. There, pop food consumption reduced by 10%. So that's the Empire upkeep cost reduction. So yeah, that works. That's why it's 15, not 25, because the 25 is because of the... Okay, cool. We worked it out. Because the 25% is from the policy, 25% minus 10 from the harmony goes down to 15. Okay, cool. We're good. But that still doesn't explain why it's gone up so much, because I've had that policy for a long time.
Upscaling complete.
It could just seriously be my population spiking. I just find that a little difficult to believe too, but now that Ross Prime is getting this stuff going. Ibaric Unity and Viking Holdings are rivals once again. Now that we've got Ross Prime getting some more agri-districts, I think we'll be okay. I would like a way of prioritising farmers, however. Especially because he got the clerks working in the wrong place again. Clerks should all be merchants. Farmers should all be half merchant hybrid dudes. Right, that's the thing I should be double checking again. You're fine. You're fine. As are you. As are you. You're not. Wow. So all of the specialists and the rulers are merchants, and all of the workers are half merchants. I think Mike Prime might have a slight problem.
Upscaling complete.
You need to be working on your social mobility there for minorities. Crikey. I missed a non-aggression, did I? With who? I've already got one with Adix. We've got non-aggression with you. Got non-aggression with you. You don't want a non-aggression. In fact, you generally just don't like us very much. Once the new contact has gone away, that should go down a bit, although you're being quite a lot more hostile than some of the other powers. The Vikings don't like us, they wouldn't do non-aggression. And Ubaric oh, they might. Nope. Bacon Killer's been repaired. Starbases have built up their stuff. How is my Trade Force 1 doing? Is Keldalon still producing? Nope, they've finished all their stuff. Ah, okay. We're up to 3 ships, and then we'll go up to 5. Cool.
Scaling complete.
Bacon Killer. Are you still waiting for the upgrade to start? You are. Because we spent a bunch of alloys on building the ships. We could probably do with a little bit of alloy production. Alright, so one thing which I am somewhat tempted to do is shift workers off of Mike Prime, farmers from here, and send them to Ross. Because the farmers do get a bonus.
Building downsized.
Right, that would happen. You can get another building. I might actually go for a corporate culture site. I do like these. I kind of want to get them in as many places as possible. Although, no, better plan. Food processing facility. Food production plus 15%. This would solve a lot of my problems. Click. Although you also have a serious amenity issue. And you need 2 more population for that to become a thing again. That's fine. Alright, Jessica. Jessica has a building slot. Jessica does not have a corporate culture site. Jessica's going to get a corporate culture site. So you know if you click the growing pop you can choose which gets priority. We looked at that earlier and it doesn't seem to be a thing. So, no, you can't. Can you update your buildings? They cost strategic resources, so I don't want to. Or rather, I want to focus on where I am specialising with those strategic resource buildings, which is Jessica Prime. Yes, it is a thing you can prioritise at the cost of growth. I have literally been sitting here, clicking on the growing thing. Nothing happens. FTL impact. A massive crater on Jugum 2 appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship existing in a hyperlane of maximum velocity rammed the planet for reasons unknown, roughly 10,000 years ago. The Johnny 5 has picked up a residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed hyperparticle field, but as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Oh, if you have population controls then you can do it. I guess. Which I don't, because the egalitarians... no. Yeah, one of my factions doesn't like it. The Xenophiles, I think. That's not a faction, that's a shipyard. Legalizing a passive stance on native interference will please the Hanseatic League. Oh, that can be easily changed. Outlaw enslavement, outlaw purges, hosting at least 4 unique species. We've got 2. But we have a migration treaty with 1 more, so hopefully we can get some more from them. Faction approval, all refugees are welcome. Enclave station, which we have. We're not in a federation, but we can be. Keep at least 3 grand. We're working on it. Only defensive wars, keep the peace. Oh, maybe I can. Hold your horses. That's a policy, I believe. Pop control. Can selectively grow a declined species. That's how. Do it. Because I actually want to stop the growth of the hybrids. They are not nearly as efficient as the Maudlings, except for research. So Jessica Prime should have a bunch of specialists doing the research. Like you. Ah, here we go. Mordred. There we go. Yes, we have avians. They're not very good with the habitability, but we can get them. And you can also go for Mordgents. And you can go for the Mordgents. That would explain why their population's been growing so quickly, because if we hover over this, I have 80 Mordgents, even though they're the original species, and 57 half Mordgents. The half Mordgents do seem to have been growing very quickly. We have 10 clerks there with a couple surplus. Jessica does need half Mordgents. In fact, I may even say Jessica should be getting those exclusively. Stephen Prime. Stephen Prime, I'm happy just splitting. You're locked, and you're locked. Glorious. Okay, cool.
Research actualized.
That is true. I can get more avians if I actually have avian... I don't have avian pop, so I don't think I can build an avian colony ship, can I? Oh, I can. And that would give me access to the desert preference. They have consumer goods reduction and they are weak. That's fine. So, do we have any desert planets in our borders? You. Savannah. Savannah is warm, so that they would have better habitability. It would be, what, 50? Yeah, it would be 50%. No, 70%. It's in the same category. Same with the arid. Well, I'm going to build at least one, because that is a valuable resource, and I would like some Java gas. Did that right? I'm sure I clicked the right people there. Damn. Research is done. Fleet Academy and Naval Logistics. Excellent. An additional civic. Ooh. Interesting. Or terraforming. I'm going to go with the civics. That's an interesting choice. Do you not have a migration treaty with you? No, we're still working on that though, and your trust can go up to 75, so we will be able to get a migration treaty with the because we don't have it yet. That's fine. The other thing we could do is make my planets... No. I was going to say make us a more tempting target for migration, but in the planets that we have right now, they would be super, super inefficient, so we don't want we don't actually want them on these planets, we want them on the new planets. Shield capacitor, done. We can get advanced research complexes, which cost even more strategic resources, which I just don't have access to right now. We need to get better extraction. Barrier point defense disruptors, which do direct to hull damage. Or advanced combat rolls. Nestled and sheltered pockets across Jugum 3A's surface is a rich sledge of simple organic compounds that our researchers believe could be a hotbed for abiogenesis, the spontaneous formation of organic life from lifeless matter. Jugum 3 has an unusually thick atmosphere for a barren world, which could make it habitable for simple life forms. Although this presents a unique opportunity for study, what could be the early stages of the origin of life, it would be best to set our expectations low, as it may still be millions of years before life evolves naturally on Jugum 3, if at all. And the curators. Aha! Greetings, star travellers. We are the curators. Our ancient order was established eons ago by the various galactic powers in ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated towards the preservation of all knowledge in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions and barbarism. Well met. Is that... Who discovered you? I'm going to assume you're not in my territory. We can actually take a look at that. Curator Enclave. There. So no, not in my territory, alas. Oh, however, one of the things I meant to do a while ago is we do have the artist troupe in our territory. Alright, so we need to have 3,000 exo credits before we can do that. Cool. Are there any other branches we could be establishing? 14. Really wish there was a quicker way of checking this. So far, no. 17, they're getting closer. 16. 15. And you are not quite big enough yet. What's your population like? 39. And your population is 44. You're getting very close. Well, let's just do a quick look on your territories. 9. 9! Porthia. 11. 16. Xeris is getting the closest. And how are relations with you going? Currently a -3. To get that commercial pact... Oh man, that'll be a long time away. You have a lot of defensive pacts. You have a defensive pact. The migration treaty hilariously would be the easiest one to pass. But that's still 74 away. The opinion we can make positive, so it would be then -24. Actually, that would be dependent on trust. -24 with trust. Opinion could improve. And they may become not neutral. I'm wondering if I want to guarantee you. Who are your rivals? Jazgavaz and an unidentified empire. So there is someone over here that we have not met yet. At least someone. Sell some consumer goods. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Oh, and we can also buy rare gases and stuff. Diminishing returns, I know. But worth it, I think. So, we're... You. Patron. Oh, that's actually for unity. Hang on. Is there one for, like, happiness? Oh, they require more opinion. Very well. It's a deal. So we do generate more unity because of it, which is cool. And their relations with us have been boosted. 39, we need another 11. Can I trade contacts to find that empire? Well, I should have a science ship out here somewhere.
Upscaling complete.
Or at least on the way. Wow, you are still a long way away. Interesting. Deeks and Jazgavaz have rivaled each other again. Damn it. Rival other people. One population away.